My brother Kiko once had a very peculiar chicken. It was peculiar because no one could tell whether it was a rooster or a hen. My brother claimed it was a rooster. I claimed it was a hen. We almost got whipped because we argued too much. The whole question began early one morning. Kiko and I were driving the chickens from the cornfield. The corn had just been planted and the chickens were scratching the seeds out for food. Suddenly, we heard the rapid flapping of wings. We turned in the direction of the sound and saw two chickens fighting in the far end of the field.
Yo! Look at that rooster fight! Wow. The rooster like that, I could get rich in a cockpit. Let's go catch it. No, you stay here. I'll go and catch it.
Kiko slowly approached the battling chickens.
Why? Is it a hen?
What's the matter with you? Is the heat making you sick?
No. Look at its face. It has no comb or wattles.
No combs and wattles? Who cares about its combs and wattles? Didn't you see it fight?
Sure, I saw it in a fight, but I'd still say it's a hen.
Did you ever see a hen with spurs on its legs like this? Or a hen with tails like this?
I don't care about its spurs or tails. I tell you, it's a hen. Why just look at it?
I'm telling you, it's a rooster. It's a rooster.
The argument went on in the fields the whole morning. At noon, we went to eat lunch. We argued about it on the way home.
Look at its head. No, look at its head. Look at it. It's a rooster.
We arrived at our house. Kiko tied the chicken to a peg.
There! Did you hear that? I suppose you're going to tell me now that crows, hens, and carabaos fly?
I don't care if it's a crow. I said what I said. That chicken is a hen.
It's not a hen. It's a rooster.
It's a hen.
It is not.
We went into the house and the discussion continued during lunch.
It is not a hen. It's a rooster.
It's a hen.
No, it is not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
How many times must father tell me to not argue during lunch? What's the argument about this time? That chicken is a binabae. It's a rooster that looks like a hen.
It's a hen.
Have you been drinking again?
No.
Then what makes you say that that's a hen? Have you seen a hen that has feathers like that?
Listen, I have handled fighting cock since I was a little boy. You cannot tell me that's a rooster. It's a rooster.
That's
No,
a
that's a
hen.
rooster.
That is a hen.
No, that's a rooster.
I've been taking care of hens ever since I was a
It's a
child.
rooster.
That's a hen.
That's a rooster.
It's a hen.
It's a rooster.
Hen!
Before Kiko and I realized what had happened,
Rooster.
father and mother were arguing about the chicken by themselves. Soon, mother was crying.
You know very well that that's a rooster. You're just being stubborn.
I'm sorry, but I know a hen when I see one.
So my brother untied the chicken.
I know who can settle this question. Who? Teniente del Barrio, the chief of the village. Let's go.
The chief was the oldest man in the village. That did not mean he was the wisest. But anything always carried more weight if it is said by a man with gray hair. So my brother untied the chicken and we took it to the chief.
Mr. Teniente, we have a question for you. Is this male or a female chicken?
That is the question only concern only the chicken.
My brother and I happen to have a special interest in this chicken. Please give us an answer. Just say yes or no. Is this chicken a rooster?
It does not look any rooster I ever seen.
Is it a hen then?
It does not look any hen I ever seen. But it must be a bird of someone kind.
What's the use?
Well, what will we do now?
I know. Let's go to town and see Mr. Cruz. He would know. Come on.
Mr. Eduardo Cruz lived in a nearby town of Catubusan. He had studied poultry raising in the University of the Philippines. He owned and operated the largest poultry business in town. They took the chicken to his office.
Mr. Cruz, is this
Mr.
a hen or a
Cruz looked at
rooster?
the bird curiously.
I don't know. I couldn't tell in my look. But I have never approached like chicken before.
Is there any way you can tell?
Why sure. Look at the feather on its back. If round, it's a hen. If pointed, it's a rooster.
The three of us examined the feathers closely. It had both.
Very peculiar.
Is there any other way you can tell?
Yes, I could kill and examine inside.
No, I don't want it killed.
I took the rooster in my arms and we walked back to the barrio.
Oh, I know how to prove it to you that this is a rooster. How? Would you agree with me that this is a rooster if I take it to the cockpits and it fights and it wins? If this hen of yours beat a gamecock, I will believe anything. Alright, then let's take it to the cockpit this Sunday. Alright, come on.
So that Sunday, we took the chicken to the cockpit. Kiko looked around for a suitable opponent. He finally picked a red rooster. My brother fixed a match with my hen for a non-native rooster from Texas. My brother would not listen. The match was made and the birds were ready for the killing. Sharp steel gaffs were tied to their left legs. Everyone wanted to bet on the red gamecock. The fight was brief. Both birds were released in the center of the arena. They circled around once and then faced each other. I expected our chicken to die of fright. Instead, a strange thing happened. A lovesick expression came into the red rooster's eyes. Then it did a love dance. That was all our chicken needed. It rushed at the red rooster with its neck feathers flaring. In one lunge, it buried its spurs into the opponent's chest. The fight was over. Then a riot broke out. People tore bamboo benches apart and used them as clubs. My brother and I had to leave on the way back.
Now, do you believe me that this is a rooster?
Yes, I believe you. It's a rooster.
All this.